Hey guys, welcome. We're up to Season 7, Episode 3 of Bones. Here we go.
Restored, we could get over 2,000.
See, who needs Paris, huh?
What about the body you're about to find?
What is that?
Maybe another couple of grand.
Couple of random.
I'm out in the field with you a lot lately. I should be certified to carry a gun.
I have a gun.
I'll have your back, dude.
I appreciate that, Sweets. I really do, but you're a shrink. Shrinks have couches, not guns.
I have a couch and I'm not a shrink.
Really? I mean, you're not only.
What?
Look, I don't need to ask
I have a
you
couch.
permission, all right? I'm gonna
Sometimes
get
people
certified
come to
carry
me
a
for
weapon,
shrinky
and I'm
things.
talking about it anymore.
Oh,
I'm not a shrink.
Talk about it. Just a shrink.
How about we talk about your living arrangement instead?
Yeah, if I gotta play that game.
We're still arguing about it. I want at least an acre of land and he wants something called a man cave.
Really? Really? You really want to get him involved?
At the very least, he could draw fire away from you and get shot himself, which would reduce the likelihood of me becoming a single parent.
We don't have to get
You're not getting a gun. You're not gonna get a gun.
Well, then you won't get a man cave.
In those conditions, liquefaction this advanced would take about 2 weeks. Okay, here we go.
Female.
Victim's female. Female.
Look at me go.
We might have a double homicide.
It's Prince Charmington.
Excuse me? Prince Charmington. You didn't have one, every girl did.
I had the whole Charmington kingdom set up in my closet. I used to play in there for hours, dreaming of what my royal life would be when I grew up.
A small and sentient plastic humanoid should not make you sad, Miss Wake.
But it does. As God is my witness,
I love that thing.
this to Prince Charmington and his friend is going to pay.
Exactly. One of the best things I've ever purchased. Grogu.
Oh, the socket from the late Prince Charmington's royal patella. Lancelot is the kindest, most decent man I have ever known. Why shouldn't he carry a piece?
Why'd you say it like that?
Yes, indeed.
Why shouldn't he carry a
From
piece?
compound fractures to the... Lance is so smart. And soon he'll be able to shoot people.
Hey, so there were traces of skin on the inner layer of plastic which came into contact with the body.
3 finger pads and part of a palm. Very impressive, Angela.
The prints matched the DMV records for Deborah Cortez.
She was a shy person. She kept things pretty much to herself.
Okay, that makes sense.
What do you mean?
Well, we discovered evidence that your sister may have been abused as a child.
My sister? No, wait, what evidence?
When she was little, there was a lot of broken bones.
That was from the accident, not abuse. Debbie and our parents were on a small plane, half hour in.
This is messing with me. Is this the guy from Arrow? He looks
She was
so
9 years old.
different,
She
though.
Wound up spending over a year in the hospital.
Right.
He has the same
She's
everything
creating
else,
the
though.
peculiar toys.
Like he
So
talks
you
the same, he
work there
moves
too,
the
not
same,
me.
he looks the same. That's gotta be
Quit
him.
after a moment.
I was examining the paramortem injuries when I came across these colles fractures to the distal ends of the radii. Did you have a Prince Charmington doll when you were a girl?
Everybody had one. I used to dress mine like Sid Vicious Charmington. What was your favorite toy?
Toys would have been a distraction for me. Without them, I was able to concentrate on science.
Pretty soon you're gonna have a baby of your own and she's gonna want to play with you. So this is good practice.
Is this good practice? I don't know.
Subjects! I am Prince Charmington. Although the cervical portion of my spine is intact, if I had a functioning respiratory system, my lungs would be filled with liquefied human tissue. What do they do?
Bounce. They're the bouncing bears.
That's it?
Kids love to play with bears.
They shouldn't. Do you have any idea how many fatal bear maulings occur in North America every year?
You're not gonna talk to the baby.
Well, I'm certainly not going to encourage her to play with
You're not gonna
bears.
talk to a baby like that.
They're stuffed dogs rescued from fictional pounds. They have interchangeable heads, so you can make any combination imaginable.
This toy could demonstrate recessive and dominant genes through breeding.
We're concentrating more on fun. And the way they're testing, it's on track to be Debbie's third massive hit in a row.
Prince Charmington, and he has a magic cape. So that, okay, you know what?
There was a Prince Charmington there.
You have a tiny sword in your hair.
Oh. Yeah, does it get it?
No.
But it's stuck in there, though.
It's right there.
Oh.
You can't find
Dude,
it.
how do you not feel it?
You're a reasonable suspect.
Well, I was stressed. All I want to do is work on new concepts, but they always went to Debbie for that.
Perhaps now that she's dead, you'll be able to do what you want.
No.
I didn't like the way that sounded.
Just because she's dead does not mean he benefits. Because if people didn't like his product prior, why are they gonna like it because the other product's not here?
Good game.
Yeah.
Anyone with you?
No, nobody. My wife and kids were in Florida with their in-laws, but look, I would never hurt Debbie, I swear.
Sure. Okay. You just stay close. You understand that?
Oh,
Don't leave town.
I'm not sure that I can
Oh,
get up.
I'll just. Ah, yes. Cheers.
Okay, stop.
Whoa.
The prince's leg.
Prince's leg is burned.
Burned? First drawn and quartered and then burned? What kind of animal could do such a thing? That coincides with the time the prince was killed.
And the victim.
They were murdered at the same time. You truly are the king of the lab.
Melody.
My love.
It encourages babies to take their first steps. It's really cute, and it was on sale. It's gonna be kind of cool, huh? Us raising our kids at the same time.
Yes, and since my daughter will be younger, I can learn from your.
It sounds like every
mistakes.
friend group ever.
Thank you, Renee. Okay, so
We have to have kids at the same time.
this part is A3, or is this A3?
Why are the instructions in Chinese?
Oh, that's just the diagrams. This side is English. Insert to parts for assemble, which toy can have immediately. Oh my god. Okay, you know what? It's a lot of blows. Someone was really pissed.
On the contrary.
Was it Negan?
See how the damage is all limited to one area? If this were rage, why were the head and legs left untouched? Right.
Not
Yeah.
Negan.
Just as I thought.
The breaks line up exactly.
The injuries were all caused by one huge crushing blow.
What weapon is that big?
I have no idea who could even lift a weapon that large.
Oh.
V5 faux foam.
Oh, could it be, it's that skinny? Could it be like one of those, like a garage door or something?
Ben for allowing me in the field.
Like something slamming down?
But you know, after today, I will have been field tested, and Lance is getting a gun, which means that someday you and Dr. Brennan and Lance and me can be in the field together. It'll be like a murdery double date.
No, it won't. I'm going to be really clear on this, okay? You are not to open up your mouth unless it's relevant to the case.
Roger that. I just have to mention how disappointed I am that you aren't more supportive of Lance getting a gun. I just thought you were a better friend.
Seriously?
Prototype lab, it's right up here.
You don't have to direct anything toward me. I'm not allowed to speak.
This is where we develop the prototypes for new products. And I'm going to need each of you to sign a non-disclosure form before we enter.
I can't do that. I'm with the FBI. What we do is disclose.
Well, then, I can't allow you to stay here.
No, we can always shut the building down while we wait for a warrant, if that's what you prefer. I'm sure the press would love a story like that.
Fine.
That was relevant, wasn't it?
I cop, you squint.
Permission to squint, Agent Booth.
Squint away. This door looks like it's been broken into. Is this door on any kind of alarm system?
No, security told us that no one could break in.
No, the door wasn't broken in. She was slammed underneath it.
Came down on the victim. It would have caused the fracture that we
I see the blood.
collapsed her lungs.
Agent Lance Sweets, FBI. Hands where I can see them. I said hands.
To give your toe shut a squeeze.
No. Daisy, come on. I can't have any distractions. My test is tomorrow. Come on.
Right. Concentrate. Shoot.
Come on.
We don't don't want him to hurt me, do you?
You will not hurt Daisy.
I wish I didn't have any clothes on right now.
What? I have something for you.
But look what tore it. They had $1 zillion security system and someone popped the door with a cheapo car jack.
Debbie must have been in the workshop when the killer broke in.
Someone who knew the value of those prototypes.
So maybe she was just in the wrong place at the wrong time.
It's possible.
I heard you were helpful at the murder scene, Biswick.
You did? What did Agent Fritz say?
That you were helpful at the murder scene. Are you doing an autopsy on a doll?
Yes, but hear me out. Note where the femoral head meets the acetabulum.
The ligaments were severed as the limbs were pulled apart.
It was a struggle. The evil killer grabbed Prince Charmington. Our victim said, no! A struggle ensued.
Ending with the head of the prince's femur being torn from the acetabulum. Why would anyone fight over a toy?
This prince is from the original Charmington one, 1967. He's worth over $10,000.
Not anymore.
Zero porn, zero gambling. It wasn't even a dirty picture from a congressman.
You don't sound so disappointed.
Did find one.
Angela's like,
So Debbie had an
Not me.
online alert set up for whenever vintage or special edition Dilio toys came up at auction. Look what she wrote to the seller.
The only original in existence was at Dilio HQ. You stole it.
And this one?
If you don't return what you took, and I mean everything, I'm gonna call the cops.
The guy doesn't respond.
I'm warning you, Debbie, stay out of it. This guy knew who she was.
no.
I traced the IP address. It belongs to her brother.
What?
Mail fraud's a federal offense.
So do you still want me to get that warrant, or if I were you, hey, I'd cooperate?
There's no way you
There
killed
you
his
go,
sister.
thanks.
Unless it was a.
Look at that, is that for Santa's sleigh?
I bet that jack matches the marks on the loading dock door of Dilio
Yep.
Toys.
What do you think?
Debbie was not there when I broke into the
Really?
factory.
Because I think that she was. I think she caught you stealing this.
This was Debbie's. This was the last thing Mom gave her.
You're in the business of stealing them, so I'm thinking it was you.
You want to lock me up for stealing? Go ahead. I didn't kill my sister. I loved her. She was all I had.
Believe you.
We will find your killer. That is how we can honor her life, right? I'm not good playing with toys. What if I can't connect with our child?
Okay. You connect with me, right?
No, I just...
Yeah, our child is half of me. So at the very least, you can connect with the me half. Get it? Right?
Yeah, and then the you have. You already know.
Well, I'll definitely be good with homework. And when her fine motor skills develop, we can dissect a frog together. You can help.
Yeah, that sounds like fun. Times.
It does.
That's just hilarious.
Epoxy used to bind plastics.
Of course, our victim was working in a prototype shop
Yeah.
when she was murdered.
And?
True. But that's not what's going to make you happy.
Okay.
Look, if I'm not mistaken.
These are epithelial cells.
Voila.
What the hell does that mean? I mean, how did China take over the world with instructions like these?
This might fit there.
Oh, it does, doesn't it? I'm just trying to teach my son to walk here.
You think the store would have some kind of service to assemble these things?
Oh, me too. But this toy cost $33, and they won $35 to put it together, which is just the most ridiculous.
That seems like money well spent.
Are you saying that I'm stupid?
What? No.
See, this is just supposed to go right in here, but see, this doesn't fit in here because it's lying. It's just lying and lying.
Hey,
It's just
Ange, ready
lying.
for lunch?
He's your son too, Hodgins.
What? I missed something, right?
I think this is between you two and the little truck.
You're a genius scientist, right? So why don't you get over here and put this thing together where there will be blood. Good luck.
No problem. Unfasten red pin bean to happy.
Don't even look at me. Don't even look over here.
Nice. Nice.
You
What
alright?
the hell? That is rare.
Yeah, I'm scarred, but you'll live. Good enough to have my back.
Thank you.
Nice.
I know why you wanted to see me, Dr. Sarayan. It's touching.
Touching.
You're worried about Lance, but he'll be fine. They wanted to give him 4 stitches, but he topped it out with 2. Because that's just the kind of man he is.
Yes, I heard it was just a scratch.
Scratches don't require stitches.
The cells belong to Brock Warbach. 30, lives in Virginia, served in Iraq and Afghanistan, and worked at Delio Toys.
He's the guy that plays Prince Charmington in all the commercials. He was signing dolls at the mall last year. I had him sign 3.
Didn't Boo say that the victim might have been in a secret relationship?
I can't believe it.
With him?
Prince is evil.
Somebody please explain to me what the hell I'm doing here. I was opening a toy store at the mall. You made little girls cry.
Right, okay,
I was shot, so I'm not in the mood to play games.
She used to say she finally found her prince. But I was the lucky one.
Literally.
Wow, you really take this whole,
Yeah, he's like embracing
Found her
that.
skin cells under her nails.
I didn't kill her.
Then how do you explain?
Look, Debbie was very... She was very passionate, okay? Haven't you ever been scratched when you've been making love?
So, you two met at work. Why all the secrecy about the relationship?
You know, I encouraged her to take the toys she was developing and go out on her own. Debbie was the brains there. Why shouldn't she be the one to get rich? Did she quit? I don't know.
Alright, so
When she stopped returning my calls, I figured...
with that
She
logic,
tried and it hadn't
the
worked.
Bianca lady is the suspect.
Sure. I dress up like a doll for a living.
The corrosive that
Mascot,
burned the doll's
but
leg
whatever.
is lead sulfate. Chromium pigments in the dye tell me that it was made for Maserati, and look where the battery was placed in this model. In the trunk.
They used the wool as a liner for the car trunks.
Excuse me, Miss Cherrington?
Do you have news? Did you find out what happened to Debbie?
Oof.
Without Debbie, our stock would have taken a terrific hit. I closed the door to try to stop her from leaving, but she tripped and fell as it was coming down. It was an accident.
She suffocated. That would have taken time. You could have released the door, but you stood there and you watched her die.
Bro. What? It was an accident.
Can I see it?
Oh my god.
We can't keep having sex in my office, Daisy.
I can't.
No. This is the last time.
You couldn't assemble it?
Oh, honey, NASA could not assemble that thing. I'm gonna go to the store and I'm gonna pay the kid $35 to put it together. You can hold Michael while I yell at people. It's the biggest one in town, right? He loves it.
Perhaps, Michael, you can show me what you find entertaining.
Right. I just hope it isn't mommy strangling.
It's just like...
Shall we?
Damn, that is a massive roundabout.
All right there, cover! Whoa! Isn't it hilarious? It's a gun that shoots foam balls.
Right.
I'm Scarface.
My nephew has one of those.
Scarface.
Angela had to return a toy, and I saw the salesman demonstrating this. Angela's son found it so amusing that I thought he might asphyxiate.
Well, child's laughter is a beautiful thing when they're not choking.
Our daughter's gonna love this.
You got 2 of these, huh?
Of course, one for me and
She's doing better. Oh my. Yeah, I don't know. We've been here before with shows like similar to this. You know, that they are stories within episodes, and they don't really tie to other episodes. You know, like there are shows where you're getting a story the entire season, you know, and each episode ties together and is important and key for the outcome of the season. Then you have stuff like this, you know, where it's this episode might not mean anything and might not tell you absolutely anything about the overall story of the season. Or it might sprinkle a very, very, very small piece, and then you'll get another very small piece, and then, you know, at the end, you'll get that answer. Like, something that could probably be wrapped up in, like, a 3 or 4 episode kind of story. They just stretch it out because they're doing all sorts of different stuff. Shows like this, Supernatural, Criminal Minds, you know, they kind of do stuff like that. They don't really have a season 1, episode 1 to season 1, episode 20, and you have this developing story, and you see the ups and downs, and it's like a movie. But it's split into 20-something episodes. You know, they have this, you know. So after episodes like that, sometimes there's not really much to say. Nobody wants to hear me summarizing the episode. So, yeah. Great episode. It's moving along as far as, I don't know when the baby's gonna be here, but moving along. So, yeah. Like the video, comment down below, subscribe if you have not already. I will see y'all